Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. How are you today? Wow, you look so amazing today. By the way, why is absent today? No one? Good. Before we start the lesson, please pray together. Ready? Let's begin. Finish. Thank you. Last week we discussed about ecosystem, definition of ecosystem, type of ecosystem, and then component in the ecosystem. Today, before we continue new topic, I will check your readiness. I hope all of you understand so still remember about the last topic. Check it out. I have 4 different pictures and I will give you 2 different questions. Look at the picture carefully and try to answer my question. First question is, can you identify what the type ecosystem on the picture number 1 and picture number 2? And other question is, what the symbiotic relationship on the picture number 3 and number 4? Which wanna try to answer? Nobody wanna try? It's okay, but I will appoint one of you to try answer my questions. Maybe Herdiana, can you try to answer? I will repeat the questions. Please listen carefully. Can you identify what the type ecosystem on the picture number 1 and picture number 2? Good answer. Thank you, Herdiana. And other questions, who can answer? The question is, what the symbiotic relationship on the picture number 3 and picture number 4? Who can answer? Yes, Rachma. What's your answer? Wow, that's good answer. Thank you, Rachma. And how about others? Agree with Heldriana and Rachma? Okay, let's we discuss the right answer. Ecosystem about the complex of living organisms, about their physical environment, and all their interrelationships in a particular space of unit. Ecosystem can divide into 2. First, terrestrial ecosystem, whose component dominated by land. And the second, aquatic ecosystem, whose component dominated by water. Based on its form, ecosystem can divide into 3 types. First type, natural ecosystem. Second type, artificial ecosystem. And the last type, succession ecosystem. Discuss about picture number 1. Look at the picture. We can see environment in there is wet, dominated by land, and on the mountain covered with frozen ice. We can say an ecosystem in there is tundra, and tundra formed naturally without human intervention. So tundra includes natural ecosystem. Tundra is the coldest ecosystem in the world and usually found at the top of very high mountain. Next, discuss about picture number 2. In there, show aquatic ecosystem, especially freshwater ecosystem. Component in there more complex than aquarium as usual, but still have limited environment area. So we can call aquascape. Aquascapes include artificial ecosystem caused intentionally created by humans. And the next picture. Look at the picture. Show a bees perched above the flowers and suck a nectar. The question is whether the flower will be die when a bee suck a nectar. The answer certainly no, cause bee is not parasitic animal but plant pollination animal. Bee get food as nectar from the flowers, and activities bee above the flower help the flower for pollination. So interaction between bee and flower give positive impact in each other. And the last picture. Look at the picture. In there show outside attached on the tree. And the tree called a house. The question is, will be house? The question is, house will be die when outside attached? Certainly no, cause outside is not a parasitic plant. Outside just absorbs sunlight and water from the bark on the tree, whereas the tree is not will be damaged. Therefore, bark has a grooved texture, so water can flow and outside roots can absorb the water. Interactions between outside and trees give positive impact for outside, but not give positive or negative impact for trees. Interrelationship on organisms in different species called symbiotic. For example, bee and flower or outside and tree. Symbiotic in each living thing is not about positive and negative impact but more complex. And today we will continue our discussion about ecosystem but more focused to discuss symbiotic and relationship in each living thing. I use video and many pictures to make our discussion easily and more interesting. In the end of discussion, I will give you a simple task to check your understanding about discussions. So, please stay focused and listening explanation carefully. Talk about symbiotic. I have another picture for you. The picture shows types of symbiotic such as mutualism, parasitism, and commensalism. The question is, which can identify which one from the picture show mutualism, parasitism, and commensalism? Nobody wanna try? I think it's hard for you, so I have one clue. To answer the questions, please think about the impact. In the interactions, resulting positive or negative impact. Positive impact for each other or positive impact for one of them. Maybe you need some formula to help you identify type of symbiotic, right? Look at the table. The table is a formula to identify which one, the type of symbiotic. Let's break out the formula. First formula. If each other get positive impact from interactions, we can call mutualism symbiotic. Positive impact symbol is plus, so mutualism symbiotic have formula plus and plus. And the second formula. If one of them get positive impact, while another one don't get positive or negative impact, or we can say if there was no interaction, he would not die. That's called commensalism symbiotic. Positive impact have plus symbol, and then don't get positive or negative impact have non-symbol. So commensalism symbiotic have formula plus and non. The third formula. If one of them get positive impacts and another one get negative impact from the interactions, we can call symbiotic in there is parasitism. Positive impact has plus, and then negative impact have minus. So parasitism symbiotic have formula plus and minus. Okay. I hope after we know the formula to identify type of symbiotics, we can identify the picture which one the mutualism, which one the parasitism, and which one the commensalism. Look at back the picture. We can identify which one the picture show mutualism symbiotics, parasitism symbiotics, and commensalism symbiotic. Yes, Afifah Nada, what's your answer? Wow, that's great. How about other? Maybe have different answer from Nada. Nobody? I think all of you agree with Nada answer, right? Right, that's good. After understanding how to identify symbiotic, now we talk about relationship in the living thing. What the difference is between symbiotic and relationship? Let's we discuss. Point of that, the term of symbiotic is overarching for mutualism, parasitism, and commensalism. And then the term of ecological relationships for predations and competitions. Predations and competitions that not generally considered to be symbiotic. Next, we talk about three types of symbiotic. First, mutualism, second, commensalism, and the third, parasitism. First, mutualism. Mutualism describes a type of mutuality beneficial relationship between organisms of different species. It's a symbiotic relationship in which two different species interact totally, rely on one another for survival. Organisms live in the mutual relationships for important reasons, including need for shelter, need for protections, need nutrition, or as well as for reproductive purpose. For the example, shark and remora fish. Other examples for mutualism such as clownfish and sea anemone, plant pollinator and plants, and oxypoker and grazing animal. Next, about commensalism symbiotic. Commensalism is a type of symbiotic relationship in which one species benefit while the other species not harm. The species that gain a benefit is called the commensal, and other species called the host. A commensal species benefit from another species by obtaining locomotion, shelter, food, or support from the host species. An example is a golden jackal as a commensal following tiger as a host to feed on leftover from its kills. Last type of symbiotic is parasite. Parasite is type of symbiotic relationship in which one organism benefits at the expense of another. The species that benefit is called a parasite, while the one that is harmed called the host. A parasite reduces the host fitness but increases its own fitness, usually by gaining food and shelter. Over half of all known species are parasites. Parasites are found in all biological kingdoms. In the animal kingdom, every parasite has a free living counterpart. For example, parasites include mosquito, mosquitoids, roundworms, and all virus, ticks, and then the protozoan that cause malaria. Next, we talk about two types of relationship. First, predations, and the second, competitions. First, predations. Predation is a symbiotic relationship in which one species survives on consuming the other species. The species that consume is predator, and the species that eaten up is the prey. Second, competitions is a relationship between organisms that compete for the same resource. Competitions occur in the same place and the same time. Competition could be for food, for water, space, or maybe meats. The kind relationships can exist among organisms of the same species, that called intraspecific competitions, and then it can also occur among organisms from different species, that called interspecific competitions. I think today is enough. Any question for this topic? Nothing? I assume everyone in this class understand about my explanations. And then the summary for today: symbiosis is an overarching term for mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. And then the ecological relationship, term for predations and competitions that are not generally considered to be symbiotic. Simple task for you. Please write in your books what the benefit of studying animal behavior and ecological interactions. Okay, I will repeat the questions. What the benefit of studying animal behavior and ecological interactions? Okay, please submit your answer next week when we meet again in a biology class. And thank you for your attention. I think our discussion is enough. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good luck and see you next week.